I am working the out of the ceiling, okay? When I say I'm working the ceiling harder than niggas work at gas stations when they just be trying to mind their business and get gas, and niggas pull up on you and they be doing everything under the sun to get your number. I am working harder than a gas station thirsty, okay? Do you know how hard that means I'm working that ceiling? So hey to all my cherry bombs, it is me, Cherry, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, I'm just about to go on a rant. That's all. That's the whole purpose of this video. I just need to go on a rant. I just feel it in my soul, and it's literally been driving me entirely so crazy, and I just want to pull my hair out and cuss everybody in the neighborhood out, and it just enrages me every day. Like it literally brings me rage. I don't know if I had that thing where I remember I was watching True Life, and it was about this like disorder where certain noises like piss you off to the point of rage. At this point, I almost feel like borderline. I mean, I'm not diagnosed with myself. I know it's not really that, but I just feel like borderline. I be so in tune with those people because I feel as though sometimes I feel the same thing. And so I'm about to tell you guys about what I have been dealing with in terms of my freaking neighbors. Jesus, they're just so inconsiderate, you guys. But before I get into this whole entire drawn out rant, I do want to say, if you guys are new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Please give this video a thumbs up because I'm sure a ton of you guys can relate, and it would help me out a lot, and it help more people find my content. And also turn on your notifications because I am literally sporadic as fuck. I just need to get a t-shirt or something made that says sporadic as fuck because I'm very sporadic with how I post, and if you don't have your notifications on, you will miss me. And if you do have them on, just make sure they're still on because YouTube hates me and you might still miss me anyway. So let's get right into this video, okay, you guys? So literally, I have been dealing with the most noisy neighbors I think I've ever had. And I guess I'm just really irritated because I feel like I tend to keep continuing to end up in positions where it's like, unless I am on the top floor of an apartment complex, I always end up the one under the people who are loud as fuck. And not even really just loud as fuck. I always get placed under these people with kids. And I'm tired of being under the inconsiderate neighbors with badass kids. I always end up literally, if I'm not on the top floor, I always end up under the family with the badass kids, with the kids with no home training, with the kids that they don't discipline, with the kids that they just let run around, somersault and dive off of couches and freaking throw things on the floor and run all around the apartment and stomp and jump and flip and kick and yell. I always end up under these families with these badass fucking kids. And I'm tired. It's like literally, unless I am on the top floor of a building, I don't ever get placed under the quiet couple with a 9-to-5 job who just, they go to work, they come home, they might have a movie playing or something, but they're just pretty just like boring and quiet. I never get under that couple. I never get under the old couple who just, they old, so they just don't do a whole lot of moving around. I don't ever get under them. I always get under these people with these loud ass, noisy ass kids. And I'm tired. And that is literally, y'all, if y'all see this broom right here, I'm not even doing this for this video. I have this broom right here because I have been having to bang on the ceiling all the time. And I can't go anywhere in the house without having the broom somewhere near me because that is how inconsiderate and how loud they are all the time. So I have this broom here just in case from the video y'all happen to, I don't know how much my camera will pick up on sound wise, so I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear the literally just obnoxious amount of noise that goes on my ceiling, but I'm about to tell you guys where this all began. So basically what has been going on is there is a family that lives above me, and honestly at my last apartment there was a family that lived above me too, and I ended up doing the same thing. I had to go talk to them. I had to call, and I don't even like the police. I had to call the police and do a noise complaint because they were so loud. I was emailing the apartment complex. I tried everything. Where I was banging on that ceiling, nothing would work. They would let them kids just run crazy from like, you could tell the kids maybe got home around like 4-ish. From like 4 to like maybe 8:30. Those kids would just do whatever they wanted to, and I would have to suffer below them and hear their kids making a shit ton of noise, and then their kids would go to bed, and then I just wouldn't have to hear it anymore. But it was just that 4.5 hours where I have to listen to them noisy ass kids used to drive me crazy in my last apartment complex all the time. So I get into this one. So this apartment complex where I'm at now, I'm staying with Ben. There's a family that stays above us, and it is a woman, a man, and they have a toddler, and they have a very large dog. The dog is huge. I've seen it. I don't even know why you would put a dog that size in an apartment, and then not only in an apartment, but then on the 3rd floor at that. No idea. I guess it makes sense to them. No idea. Now, what I noticed is in North Carolina, places are just built a lot more poorly than when I was living in New York, or maybe some other places where they just kind of take more of their time to build things. So the structures are just sturdier. They're oftentimes made of metal. In North Carolina, everything's made of wood. I guess it's just cheap and it's quick. So a lot more things are made of just a shit ton of wood. So you can just hear everything. Like when people close their drawer, I can hear it. When they open cabinets, I can hear it. When they do little stuff, when they walk across the floor, it creaks. And those things don't more so bother me because those aren't things that you're doing just constantly throughout the day. Like, you're just not constantly opening and closing cabinets. You're not constantly like, you know, those things are just bearable. Like, I don't mind. What bothers me is the fact that this family above me literally, like, the noise starts at probably 11 a.m. and the noise goes from 11 a.m. till 12 a.m. every single day, all day, non-stop. Thumping, bumping, running. There's like, I think the dog has some type of heavy toy that it drops periodically throughout the day, all day, and it drops it and it picks it up and it drops it and it picks it up, and it just does it all day. So I hear thumping and bumping all day, and it's constant, and sometimes it's so hard the whole ceiling shakes because they are making that much fucking noise. So I know that the mom stays home with the toddler and the dog all day because I hear her periodically. Sometimes she'll let the dog out on the balcony, and you know, sometimes when it was warmer outside, I would hang out on the balcony and she'll let the baby out there too. Like, it might be her, the baby, and the dog, or whatever. And then since it's colder, sometimes the dog still gets to go out on the balcony for a little bit. So I know that she stays in there all day. So all day, it is this constant noise. Like, I feel like the dog be running around, the freaking, just everything, all day, okay? So, at first, what I was doing was I would tap the ceiling with my good old broom, okay? I was just tapping the ceiling, tapping the ceiling. I wasn't even being crazy with how I was tapping the ceiling. I wasn't being obnoxious with it. I would just do my little tap, just like, hey, you know, there are people that live below you. Please reel it in, calm down. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you playing football? Are you doing construction up there? Like, it be sounding like they're doing construction up there. That's how much noise they make, okay? So I would just tap. When the tapping wasn't working and the noise just started getting persistently worse and worse and worse, it got to the point where they would be making so much noise and it would be nonstop, so consistent, that I would just be banging, just like thumping the freaking ceiling. And I'm just like, I know you hear this, okay? So then that didn't work either. So the other day, I finally am just like, I can't take this anymore. I can't take this. I go upstairs and I bang on their door. And it's a minute before. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Them running the fuck around like all the time. So I go up there and I knock on the door. And at first it takes them a minute to answer. So I'm like, bitch, well, I'm finna sit here. So baby, you opening this door. So I knock again. So on the second knock, somebody, you know, they still take their time. I feel like they were hiding that motherfucking dog, because I don't know if this apartment complex knows there's a dog in there. And normally I ain't no snitch, but right now they got me fucked up, and I'm this close, baby. Okay, I will Takashi them with the quickness. Don't even like his ass, but I promise you I will, because if it means my peace of mind and I get some type of quiet in this crib, it's gonna have to be what it is. I'm always the neighbor to mind my motherfucking business. I can't stand nosy neighbors. I don't care what you have going on upstairs. I don't care what you got going on to the side of me. What you do in your apartment is what you do. As long as it doesn't bother my peace of mind, we are good. But this, I cannot deal with. So, go up there, I knock or whatever, and the man finally answers. I guess the lady was off to the side. I don't know if she was hiding or whatever, but she ain't come to the door. It was just the boyfriend, husband, whoever. So he comes to the door and he's like, hey, and I'm like, hey, because by this time I was so irritated and they had been being so obnoxious. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go up here and try and be nice, but I just didn't have it in me, because at this point I don't give a fuck. So I went up there and I'm like, you do realize it's people that live below you, right? I was just like, you all make a lot of noise. Y'all make a ton of noise between the bumping, the running, the thumping, the banging. I can hear everything. We hear everything that goes on below you guys. And literally, it's constant. I was like, it is all day. We can't read books, watch movies, watch TV shows, listen to music. I can't record video. We can't do anything without hearing you all over our heads 24/7. And it is so loud. And he looks at me like a dumbass and he's like, well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. We have a toddler. I mean, he runs around, da da da. And I'm over here like, this noise we be hearing, this is not no motherfucking toddler making the type of noise that we be hearing. Ain't no toddler shaking the ceiling like that. The baby, he gonna let the baby come to the, y'all. He gonna let the baby come to the door. I guess the guilt tripped me, so I have to sit here and go at his throat in front of his baby. I guess that was the point. I guess the point of letting the baby come to the door and me grabbing onto his leg, looking up at me, grabbing onto his leg like, oh my God. And mind you, the baby looked like it's about 1.5, 2 years old. So it's not like the baby understands what's going on, but I feel like maybe he thought that I would have oh my God, I don't want to do this in front of his kid. No, bitch. Okay, I'm not normally the one. But this time, boy, fuck them kids. Okay, cause I need a peace of mind. I can't take naps, no nothing, without them constantly thumping and bumping. I'm like, does the baby not go to sleep? He gonna try and tell me, oh, it's the baby. He runs around and stuff. And I'm like, so the baby stays up till 12 a.m.? Cause y'all, the baby can't be more than 2 something. The baby is very small, very young. Ain't no 2 year. Y'all let y'all baby stay up till 2 a.m. till 12 a.m. The baby still be up and running around at 12. Cause last time I checked, a less than a 2-year-old child should probably be in bed about 7 or 8. Why is your baby still up at 11:50, 12 a.m. running around, jumping, screaming, bumping, all that stuff? No, I think it's your goddamn big ass motherfucking dog. It's y'all too, but it's really that fucking dog. And whatever fucking toy it likes to run and go get and drop and run and go get and drop and do all that extra ass shit. So I'm over here, I'm like, well, y'all gotta figure it out, because we are below y'all. I work from home sometimes and we get no peace living under you all. And he's like trying to guilt trip me, trying to act dumb as fuck. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Do you want us to put the baby in the crib all day? Like, we just can't. And I'm over here like, none of this guilt tripping shit about to work with me. I don't know what you need to do. Figure it out. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what to tell you, but I know that you got me severely fucked up living up under you. I don't know. So, and granted, I was nicer than that. I'm not gonna say I was nice, but I was nicer than that. I ain't go off like that, but in my head, I'm just like, bro, figure it out. I don't know what you need to do. You just need to figure it out. So I go back downstairs or whatever. I'm just like, okay, I'll talk to them, whatever. Y'all, the noise probably stopped for like an hour. Noise stops for an hour, they go right back to it. Thumping, jumping, screaming, banging, running. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So at this point, after I've talked to them and they go right back to making all this noise, I have the broom and I am working that broom, okay? Like I am literally just like, like I am working the fuck out of the ceiling, okay? When I say I'm working the ceiling harder than niggas work bitches at gas stations when they just be trying to mind their business and get gas and niggas pull up on you and they be doing everything under the sun to get your number. I am working harder than a gas station thirsty, okay? Do you know how hard that means I'm working that ceiling? Do you understand? If you're not a female and you've never just tried to get gas in peace and you just want to mind your goddamn business and get in and out of the gas station in one piece at this point, in one piece, because them niggas be itching, okay? They be ready to rip you apart, okay? If they'll take a finger if you let them. They'll take a damn toenail if it means getting even a little bitty smiggle of your attention. They'll take whatever they can get, okay? So that's how hard I'm working this broom at this point, because it's like at this point I have been tapping politely. I've come up here and talked to y'all, everything. I've tried everything, okay? So I go up there, I talk to them again. I could have been nicer when I talked to them, but at this point I've been dealing with you all for at least a month and a half, 2 months of just constantly making noise. So at this point I'm over it. I'm past the stage of being nice. Maybe if I would have went up there earlier, it would have been, the delivery would have been nicer, but it wasn't rude. It was just very stern and to the point. Like it just wasn't. Normally I would go up somewhere if I had an issue and I might try and just say it politely. It was past that. It was just like, I wasn't like, oh, y'all got me fucked up. I wanted to, but I wasn't even like that. I was just very stern in my delivery, okay? So I go up there, I talk to them, y'all. Why the next day we get a phone call and it's from the leasing office, and mind you, my name, because I came here from living in New York, so I've been, you know, living here with him, but my name is not on the lease, okay? So the office tells him that apparently the couple upstairs went to talk to them. They said a young woman came and knocked on their door and, you know, was complaining about the noise that they make, whatever. So the leasing office is like, yeah, so that's an unauthorized person living with you essentially, and it's not that she has to go, but you need to add her to the lease. And that's not an issue. That's cool. I can get added to the lease. That's perfectly cool. But my thing is, if I'm going up there to complain to you about the noise you're making, which means I was polite enough to not go and address the office first. I was nice enough to come to you first, okay? You, my friend, are trying to basically beat me into going to the office, which is why I should have just went to the office first and said, fuck it. I know they don't know I'm here, but at this point, fuck it. Should have went to the office first, because at this point, y'all are just trying to plead your case before we go talk to the office. You're just trying to plead your case so that you can try and bitch them the same way that you tried to give me this little whack ass story about, oh, well, I mean, I don't know what you want us to do. If you want us to put the baby away all day. I mean, he's just a toddler. And I seen the baby in the doorway, you guys. I seen the baby in the doorway. I know that the child is way too small to be making some of the noise that I'm hearing. Yeah, the baby might contribute to some of the noise, but the baby is not making the bulk of what I'm hearing, because the bulk of what I'm hearing is a lot louder than a child that small who can barely walk is capable of. Are you dumb? Okay, like, don't try and play me, because I'm not, okay? So they went and they tell the office whatever they do, probably trying to give the office a little sad story and try and make the office feel like, oh, you know, it's just our baby. Because who is gonna tell you that you need to have your baby be quiet? Like, anybody is gonna, I feel like the average people would probably side with the couple with a small child over the young black couple living downstairs, okay? But in this point, fuck them kids. We gotta sleep too. We want to have quiet time too. Sometimes we take naps. Adults take naps. Like, he has a very flexible schedule. I also have a flexible schedule, and I can do a lot of my stuff from home, as well as I do nightlife. So a lot of my stuff, I'm gone at night. So during the day, on average, I am home. So this is not you have a couple that works a 9 to 5 up under you and we're gone all day, so we don't hear what y'all do all day. You have two people who, one is periodically gone throughout the day and then might come home and have lunch or whatever and then goes again throughout the day. And you have another person who for the majority is here throughout the day. So I don't know what y'all gotta do, but y'all gotta shut up. Y'all gotta shut the fuck up. Y'all gotta stop making so much noise. We've had this discussion before where we have sat here and just been like, yo, like, when we're home, we might move around a little bit, like walking from, I don't know, like from the bedroom to the kitchen to make something to eat, or from the bedroom to the bathroom to go shower and get ready for the day or whatever the case, or walk over to the couch and sit and watch a show or movie or whatever. But there's no, like, we're not hopping and skipping and jumping across the floor. So whoever lives below us has it sweet. They don't have to worry about people thumping and just being obnoxiously so inconsiderate and noisy above their head. We don't have a dog who runs around and who is big as fuck and doesn't even belong in an apartment to begin with. We don't have that. So whoever lives under us is like mad lucky, okay? But us, we are going through it because they have a baby and a big ass dog. When I say this dog is big, y'all, the dog looks like an Irish wolfhound or large poodle, or maybe Irish wolfhound and poodle combined. If you know what an Irish wolfhound is, them dogs are big as fuck. Their back probably comes up to like the mid part of my torso, okay? That's what kind of dog this woman was walking down the steps when I ran into her. When I ran into her at the time, I didn't know that she was the one who lived above me. So I have seen the fucking dog. Why on God's green earth did you bring a dog that big into an apartment complex? And these units are not the biggest units on earth. Like, they're a great size, but they are not big enough for you to have a dog that size in one of these and for that dog to be satisfied with the amount of space that it has. This ain't that, okay? So when they did all that, I'm like, oh, okay, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to plead their case so that by the time we go talk to the office, it won't seem like it's all that bad. Like, we're just exaggerating, like we're just tripping, or like, you know, we just don't understand because we don't have a child downstairs. Nah, bitch. I'm still going to talk to the office. I didn't, like, literally after that, I also sent an email because after I went and talked to them and then they went and talked to the office and the office called us, you would have thought that after that they would at least been like, all right, like, this situation is kind of escalating, so let's just kind of like tone it down. No, literally within an hour of me talking to them, they go back to making all the noise in the goddamn universe, okay? They go talk to the office in the morning and then proceed to throughout the day still make all the noise in the goddamn universe. So then after that, then I sent an email, y'all. Done wrote this long email about what it's like to live under these people, very detailed about how aggravating it is and about how miserable it is to live under these people, okay? Done wrote this email, okay? We done sent the email. Y'all, I cannot. I literally cannot. I can't. Oh, I cannot. Help me. Help. Get me through it. Okay? They wrote this email, okay? They still haven't responded. The email at this point has been sent for probably a good 3 or 4 days. The office has not responded. Y'all was quick to call to add somebody to the motherfucking lease. But y'all aren't responding to this email though. At all. Oh, okay. But that's okay. Because, I mean, shit. At this point, they already know I'm here. And it wasn't a secret. So I'm about to walk my ass up there. Y'all want me added to the lease? Okay, cool. But also, I need you to take care of this issue because at this point, we've talked to them, we've emailed you, nothing has changed. I'm now having to literally go out of my way to come up to the front office to talk to you guys again because you were quick to address the problem when they said something, but then we say something and we have the issue and y'all have not resolved anything. Y'all, when I say irritated is not the word for how I've been feeling living under these people. It is so miserable. And I'm actually surprised I was even able to get this video out without having to bang a lot more on the ceiling. And they've been making noise this whole time, but I'm just literally trying my best to tune it out for the sake of this video and get through it. They are endless and relentless with the noise. And I just still can't get over the fact that I went up there to talk to them and the man go trying to act stupid. You know, y'all be up here making noise. And when I went to go talk to them, I feel like they were trying to hide the dog too. So I don't know if the apartment complex is aware that they have this dog or not. But it's getting brought up. Because at this point, oh, I'm big snitching, okay? Do y'all hear this? I hope in this video, literally, I hope in this video you guys can hear what's going on above my head. I really do. I really hope in this video you can hear what's going on above my head because it's fucking ridiculous. So that is what's going on with my neighbors. Me and my neighbors at this point, I feel like you can consider us at war. Because between them thumping and banging and bumping all fucking day until 12 a.m. every single day of the week, non-stop with no consideration of the people that live under them. Oh baby, this is war. We are now at war, okay? So I'm to the point where it's like either I'm going to have to call the feds again, which ugh, I don't like 12, but I mean, honestly, for my peace of mind at this point, we can go there, okay? So either I'm gonna have to call them again and just send them up there as a noise complaint, scare tactic type of thing, because the couple don't want no smoke. Like, you can tell, like, from how they are, kind of, it's just like, they don't want no smoke, but then they also don't want to fix the problem. So I literally, at this point, don't know how people don't be wanting smoke, but don't be wanting to fix the issue. I really don't get it. Or people that don't be wanting smoke, but then they be wanting to get buck, which they didn't. They're one of those people, like, they don't want smoke, but they don't want to fix the issue. But I've also dealt with people before who didn't want the smoke and was scary, but then still had a whole lot of aggression in mouth, which I don't be understanding either. Like, I don't understand bitches like that. I don't understand anybody like that. This isn't that, but I'm just saying. So at this point, yeah, it's either I'm gonna have to send somebody else up there. I'm gonna have to go back up there. I'm gonna have to keep going to the office until something is done. Or I don't know, like, I don't know. What do I have to do? Do I start having to wait till they go to sleep so they can get a piece of how it feels and just, I start banging at 3 or 4 a.m. non-stop so that they can't sleep every single night? It's just like, I shouldn't even have to do all that. I will, because, baby, I am PE to the TT mother fucking why, okay? I really am. But I don't want to have to take it there. I don't feel like it should have to be taken there. And I just want peace. I just want to be able to do things and not hear people dropping shit and thumping and running and bumping across my fucking head. God. If it is the baby don't take naps, the dog don't never need to go to sleep. Jeez, y'all. Please pray for me, you guys. So that is what's going on in my apartment complex. I'm literally I'm literally like at my last straw. Like, I've been at my last straw. So just y'all, please hope this situation gets handled and figured out without me having to cuss these people out, because I'm really trying. So yep, you guys, that is all. If you guys like this video, if y'all can relate to this video, you best give it a thumbs up, okay? Do not watch this video and know that you can relate to what I'm saying and don't thumbs up my video. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Please turn on your notifications because, again, I'm very sporadic. I will see you guys in my next video, and I'm out.
Grinding, I'm getting dough. What the fuck you think we in it for? Falling on them like I'm 24. Ain't no way in hell you'll start this glow. Got it jumping like Geronimo. If you hating on this guy.